Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shemiel Shai. Yahweh by Shemiel Shai, Bashim Kadash. The honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessed salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel, man. Let me get straight into it. As you can see, some news from Boris Johnson, UK Prime Minister, on laws of nuclear weapons, man, and stockpile of nuclear weapons. So I'm going to read it. This is BBC News integrated review. UK to lift cap on nuclear stockpile. Yeah, he made a powerful statements, man. Very like bold statements. I'm gonna read it. It says the UK is set to reverse plans to reduce its stockpile of nuclear weapons. So instead of reducing the nuclear weapons that they have, they're going to increase it. So the question is, why are they going to increase the amount of nuclear weapons that they have? That's because a war is coming, man. Right? A war is coming, man. And Esau, once again, is looking to completely colonize the whole world, man, and destroy and conquer. You know, but in these last days, he will not prevail, man. Yeah, because the Lord is coming back. Yahweh Shai is coming back. You know, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who's a so-called black man, man. He's coming back to intervene with the holy angels, you know, in vehicles, what people call as UFOs, man. But anyways, the UK is set to reverse plans to reduce its stockpile of nuclear weapons by the middle of the decade as part of a foreign policy overhaul. And it's funny because these Edomites, the so-called white people, you know, they don't want other countries and continents to have nuclear capabilities, but they want to be the only ones, you know. They're the ones that started all this beef, all this destruction. Now the other nations, they're just, you know, following the footsteps of Esau because they're trying to defend themselves, you know. Because Esau, he's the offender. The overall cap of a number of warheads, you know, missiles, will now increase to 260. Having been due to drop to 180 under the previous plans from 2010, so 10 years ago, 11 years ago. You know, so more tensions, man. The UK will shift focus towards Indo-Pacific countries described as the world's growth engine, and it pledges the UK will do more on the systematic challenge of China. Outlining the strategy of MPs, Boris Johnson said the UK would have to, listen to this, Boris Johnson said the UK would have to relearn the art of competing against countries with opposing values. Yeah? So countries that have different values or different culture, he's basically, it sounds like he's basically saying that we need to do something about that. You know? Especially the Middle East, because, you know, the countries in Middle East, they haven't really completely fully submitted to Esau's you know, ideologies and ways, you know. But anyways, but he added the UK would remain unswervingly committed to the Nato defense alliance and the preserving peace and security in Europe, which is spirit, because, yeah, I believe this week Apostle Tahar, through the spirit, Apostle Tahar was, you know, questioning the camp on the, was it Daniel's 2? The Daniel chapter. You know, the statue, you know, the statue. And obviously, you know, the 10 toes, EU and NATO, you know. And Spirit had it, this is coming out now, in the same week. Well, Saturday that passed. But anyways, but he added the UK would remain unswervingly committed to the NATO defense alliance, preserving peace and security in Europe. But we know through the prophecies, there's going to be a division, man. Well, we're amongst the division already, you know, Brexit and stuff like that. European nations are divided, you know, and soon all shall hate the whore, which is Babylon, the Great America, and obviously, you know, devour it. send nukes towards it in these last days. Yeah, but that's it on that. I'm going to read the scriptures. So, Matthew 24, Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, he warned us of wars and rumors of wars. Why is there an increase of nuclear weapons, man? And these nuclear weapons, are they going to be used? Of course. They're going to be used, man. This is Ezekiel 21, verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished, man. Yeah? It is sharpened, verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It containeth the rod of my son as every tree. Yeah, man, this sword, it represents destruction, man. And that destruction by nuclear missiles, man. Nuclear missiles, man. Fire, man. It's been sharpened, it's been perfected. Yeah. Longer the days gone of just regular swords and bow and arrows. No, it has changed. It's changed into what? Guns, projectiles, and missiles and nuclear bombs, man, and radiation and stuff like that. This is Joel 2. I'll start from the top, and this goes into nuclear missiles, man, ICBMs. What the prophet saw. Joel 2 from the top. Blow ye the trumpet of Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. See, it's always about the day of the Lord. End times. These are prophetic. A day of darkness and of gloominess. So it's not going to be a nice time. It's going to be scary and chaotic. A day of clouds of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after, even to the years of many generations. And you can link that to Daniel's 12, Jeremiah 30:5, Matthew 24, and a few verses down. Basically it talks about a time like no other that cannot be compared, and that's referring to the last days, when the Lord comes, or before the Lord comes. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Yeah, man, these missiles, as it gets shot out from the silos, or underground, or from the submarines, or shots from the plane, with the warheads, surrounded or engulfed in smoke and fire, man, and leaves a trail of smoke and fire. Yeah, the land is as the Garden of Eden before it. So before it lands, before this flame lands, everything is intact. Everything is intact. The buildings are there, the trees are there, the plants, the animals, the people are there, before it lands. And behind them a desolate wilderness. So when it lands, all that's left behind is a destruction, man. It's deserted. It looks like a wilderness after it hits, man. It looks like a no man's land, no go zone. Looks like hell, man, when it lands. Yeah. Debris and broken pieces and stench and smoke and flame, fire, all of that. What's left after it hits, the explosion, the shockwave. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. Yeah, you can't escape a nuclear missile. How do you outrun a nuclear missile? Even when they do the government broadcast, they might say, "Oh, you got 30 minutes to evacuate." How are you gonna get into a plane in 30 minutes? How you even get out of the city in 30 minutes? A good movie to watch. that came out recently. You can watch it Amazon Prime. Is Greenland, which that's a perfect name because it said Greenland, and here it basically says a Garden of Eden. Because in the movie in Greenland, which just came out recently on Amazon Prime, space debris or a meteor strike, which is like a missile, was going to land on certain places in America, and they had to evacuate. You see, basically, But anyways, yeah, that's it on that. Joel 3, verse 9. This is talking about World War 3. There's going to be a world war, man. The nations are going to be fighting with other nations. It's written in Matthew 24. Joel 3 verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Yeah, you're going to be seeing some crazy stuff, man. Crazy weapons that you thought don't exist, man. Which you thought was only in the movies, man. Laser beams, robots, AI technology, super soldiers, like Winter Soldier and Captain America. These things are real, man. These programs are real, man. They show you things in these movies, but they actually got things like that, man. They got drugs out there that can make you go crazy and turn you into like a zombie, man. It came out years ago where a crazy man was naked and he was running around and he ate an old man's face off, man. So, because he was high in a specific drug. You see? So, World War Z, zombie apocalypse is not too far-fetched, with the technology that's out there and drugs and chemicals and stuff like that. But anyways, verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords. Yeah, man, all your gardening tools you're going to use as weapons, man. But, obviously, people out here are going to find any form of weapon or tool that they can find to join this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and people are gonna, and mainly, basically, instead of people investing in society, in the people, in general affairs of the country, people are gonna invest their monies, millions and billions, in military might and weapons, man. Look at America building a space force. Look how many American bases they have, man. I believe over 700 worldwide, man. American military bases, man. Aircrafts, air carriers. Anyways, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. So everybody's gonna develop nuclear capabilities and weapons and technologies. Let the weak say I'm strong. So even the weak countries and weak continents, they're gonna get involved and they're gonna develop their nukes. Ethiopia has nukes. India has a nuke. Places in Africa, they're involved in developing weapons. All over the world now. Everybody saying they're strong. Everybody's saying that they're capable. Everybody is now, they want to defend, want to join this war. Now this is literally going to be world war. The first war, the second war that passed, which is written in Revelation. The World War I, World War II. Those weren't complete world wars, man. Yeah, multiple countries were involved, but this is going to be legit world war. Every country, continent is going to get involved. Yeah. Yeah, and America is going to be destroyed. But anyways, verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. It reminds me of Captain America in the Endgame, of assemble and stuff like that. It's funny. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. So the Lord's saying, look, man, all these nations and races and tongues are going to be fighting. They're going to be gathered, waiting to press that red button, man. They're going to be sending out warnings on TVs. I don't know how it's going to go down, but all these countries in the world are going to be getting prepared for this world war. And gather yourselves together round about, thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. You know, I believe that's Yahweh Shaphat, place of judgment, I believe, or valley of decision. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's gonna be, you know, Middle East, man, that region. Click on it just in case. Yep, Yahweh has judged, you know, decided, you know. Yep. See, even Jehoshaphat has the Lord's name in it. You know. But yeah, last one, Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. Yeah, and garments rolled in blood, you know, shouting, screaming, mourning. Garments rolled in blood, you know, organs being pierced, you know, your guts and intestines being ripped out of your stomach, you know, swords slashing through your flesh, you know. That's how it was back then. But this is prophetic, because look at this type of war. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. This is a prophecy of nuclear war, nuclear judgment, burning and fuel of fire, right? Bombs greater than the atomic bomb that was, you know, dropped in Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Yep. This is a different level war, man. Different level. That's why the Lord said, for the elect's sake, you know, days shall be shortened. Otherwise, no flesh will be saved. That's how crazy it's going to get. And that's why we need spiritual intervention, not no physical intervention. No, the Lord has to deliver us, man. And he's going to deliver the elect of Israel that repent, have faith in him, and do his commandments to the best of his abilities. You know. And with that, shalom.